Hi everyone, I hope that you are still all doing okay, that you made the most of the bank holiday weekend and the wonderful sunshine that we had, especially on Saturday, and that you spent time hopefully with your families, or if not able to be in contact with them directly, made the most of phoning and FaceTiming them like I do with my families, just to check on how they are doing. So it's been an interesting 24 hours. Last night we had Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister's announcement at 7 o'clock yesterday evening about how the United Kingdom, but in particular for England, how the measures were going to change with regards to how we tackle the COVID crisis. So for us at Somerset Western Taunton, we have obviously are taking a look at those, seeing how that changes what we need to do as a council, and we'll wait for further government guidance as and when that arises. But what I wanted to do today is to give you a brief update, because the government released a 50-page document today, just some of those headlines to try and help all of us find our way through these different times, and to provide hopefully some clarity for people as to how life is changing moving forward. So from Wednesday, the government has advised us that you can travel back to work if it is open, and only if you cannot work from home. Workplaces should be following the Covid-19 secure guidelines. They are going to be providing more detail of that shortly. So for businesses that are listening, keep an eye on the government websites and on our website, because we'll be trying to update those as much as we can to help you through these times. What they've said is that if we are returning to work, and for those who can't work from home, they're asking where possible that we walk, that we cycle, both of which will help our environment and help with our climate change agenda. But if not possible, look to drive, and only then use public transport. They're asking us to avoid public transport if possible, but I appreciate for some that isn't. And so when using public transport, they're advising us to wear face masks. So in relation to face masks, for the first time, the government are recommending that we all wear those where we can't socially distance. So where it's not possible to keep that 2 metres apart from people who are not in our own household, they are saying to start wearing face masks out in public. They can be homemade. The government is providing guidance on their website, and we'll put a link on our website as well, but you can make them at home. There are some local independent retailers and work-at-home businesses that have started selling them, or if not possible for you to purchase one, you can use stuff that you have at home already, such as a scarf or a bandana. That comes with some advice as well, so please don't use for children under 2 years of age. If you aren't able to easily manage putting them on and taking them off, or if you've got an underlying health and breathing condition that might cause you some restrictions. All of the advice on those masks, as I said before, will be put on our website with a link to the government website that will provide greater guidance. So when it comes to social distancing, they're asking for us to still remain that 2 metres apart when we're not in line with the rest of our household. You can meet one other person from another household at a distance now, and the government is saying that they're working with scientists to look at whether this can be extended with maybe one other household, because I can appreciate how lonely it is not to be able to see your parents. You know, I miss my parents, I miss my friends, but in particular miss going around and seeing my parents. My children especially miss their grandparents and that social contact. So, you know, from our point of view, my personal point of view, I look forward to that guidance coming forward, but again, I want it to be safe for it to happen, and so that we keep that the disease at bay, and that we're not spreading it unnecessarily. What they have said when it comes to those changes, they don't expect to give us any new guidance until at least June. And then they're also looking at how they may change guidance, for example, to let some small weddings go ahead, so that those who are looking for that beautiful day can hopefully happen soon, and June will give some further guidance on that. For those that are shielding, those that are needing to shield, they are telling you to still stay in, stay safe, and to use your support network around you to keep supporting you so that you are protected. You can contact the coronavirus helpline that we've got on our website, or get in touch with residents, neighbours and voluntary groups in your area if you are in need of further support. With regards to exercise, we can now take as much exercise as we want. So we can go out to do more than one piece of exercise a day. You can go and fulfil hobbies that you may have if you enjoy fishing, as an example, or if you want to go and play a game of tennis. That must be with someone already in your household. Playgrounds, from a council perspective, are still going to stay closed for the moment due to the risk of spreading the virus. We will continue to review that, we will follow government guidance, and I will continue to keep you updated on that. We're opening our country parks as an extra place for you to go and exercise, so that you can use those to go for longer distances, and we hope that you're able to use them. They have provided other guidance when it comes to our schooling. So for like me, I've got my children at home still, I'm homeschooling and working from home, but what they have said when it comes to children returning to schools, that they're encouraging those of key workers to start sending their children to school now. For others who have got children in reception, year 1 and year 6, they're hoping that there will be a phased return of reopening of those schools as of June the 1st, subject to that infection rate staying down. They're going to look at different measures for older children, so in particular our years 10 and 12, so that they can continue their schooling to get ready for the exams that they're all looking for next year, and they'll be doing some FaceTime before the summer break with their teachers. The guidance that they're saying with regards to if you choose not to send your children to school is that you will not be fined as a parent if you choose not to go ahead with it. From our perspective as a council, this is new advice. We're looking as to how we implement lots of the advice that is regularly coming forward, that is always subject to change due to these unprecedented times that we're in, and I will continue to keep you up to date. But as of today, we're not changing the way that we're working. We will be, our office will remain closed, but we will still be here supporting you, supporting businesses, supporting residents, and making sure that we protect the most vulnerable. Please get in touch if you need anything.